Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're all doing very well. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Reza, he's here. He's very excited. Sharpie. Philip, Jungle Camper, Plopsicorn, Dahi, Mark Watson, Plopsicorn again. Alaric 79X SR, Stoogie, Nevi 368, Philip Marks, Nevi, bash a like on that, bash a like on the stream. Do it. Lick the like button. That would be very kind of you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I hope you're all doing very well. We are live. My brain is very happy today. Liam's been waiting for me to go live because I've ruined his evening's entertainment. I thought I'd kick off tonight just listening to... Well, I mean, you guys seem to be enjoying me playing some music that I was involved in making at some point in my life. So that's what we were just listening to. We were listening to the band that I was in at university because it's a really sick EP that we made all those moons ago. And I really, really liked it. Yeah, I thought I'd just play some of it to you tonight. And as you can see, artfully placed in the background, we also have my guitar. And if you're very lucky and you're very nice to me, you might even get me to play some music to you, if that's what you want. If that's not what you want, then I won't do it, because you guys at home are the ones who are in charge. Okay? I literally am just trying to please you. That is all I do around here. Please love me. I know, Ross. It was absolutely obnoxious. They had no right to get into the playoffs, and that game was bonkers. If anyone watched the Cowboys-Packers game, I tried to not watch. I didn't want to watch because I didn't want to jinx it. And I was chatting to Adam, and in the fourth quarter, I was like, I'm just going to look at what the score is. And I was like, oh my God, what's happened? Yeah, that's where we... I'm wearing this tonight because it's cold. And it's a nice lightweight hoodie. So, yeah. Anyway, tonight, we are looking at this box here, which Warlord Games have sent me. We'll be looking inside this one. As you can see, the cellophane's still on. I haven't had a look. This will be the third box that I've opened today that I've not had a look in. The fourth box is going to be A Gentleman's War. Bolt Action. We have some new starter sets. I like starter sets. So I'm going to have a look at them. You guys at home tell me which one you want to see first. Give me your thoughts on these, because like I said, I've never looked at these. I've never experienced them before. So I'm excited to have a look. If we can get to the magical number of likes, you know which one I'm talking about. We're 41 away from it, according to my calculations, although I could be wrong. If we get to that, I'll play you a little bit of guitar. If we get to like 50 new members, I'll definitely play you some guitar. Working on Barb Gaunts using your tutorial. Absolutely brilliant. How did you come up with the recipe for the weapon organism? Do you do a test model? Asks the Mini Creative. Thank you very much for the $4.99. That is very, very kind of you, sir. Get a like for that one. And how I came up with the recipe is basically I just looked through my back catalogue for colours that are similar. I don't do test models. A lot of it is referencing, experience, and trusting that the paints do exactly what I think they're going to do. Liam unliked it. Thanks, Liam. Love you. It's very kind of you. Gentleman's War had the cooler box art, in my opinion. Interesting. I've actually been painting historical miniatures this week. What a coincidence. What can I say? That's what we're all about. I see nice non-GW plastic in the thumbnail. That is exactly what we are going to be looking at, Philip. Hey, Lord Billy. Captain Mannerings. Mr. the Warhipster, bringer of light to the darkest corners of the painter's nightmares, beacon of righteous justice, master of fluffiness, and legendary maestro of multiple musical appendages. How are you? Mate, I honestly, don't think I'll ever be able to top your ability to give me a warm, fuzzy feeling right here with your incredible compliments. The titles you give me are unbelievable. Hey, Nicola. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? David Julian, thank you for becoming a member, our first new member of the day. You take us to 770. Now, there's not a joke. I didn't put us down to 769 because nice. I didn't do that on purpose. That's literally what the title was. The total was, and I was very, very pleased to see that. There we go, 770. Thank you very much, David Julian. Let's get some cheeky music on the go, shall we? Because all I can hear is my own voice, and that's when the craziness starts. So we're going to go for... Who's got a preference? Funk, hip-hop, regular beats? I'm in the mood for some funk. That's what I'm in the mood for. Go with that. You should be able to hear that now. Will we see some 95th rifles in there? Ross, that is my hope. Not a bit of Twain. No, unfortunately, I'll get copyright struck for that. Hi, Boss Joe. How excited are you for Old Worlds? I'm very excited for the Old World. I've been badgering away on the Old World. I've been getting it done, slowly but surely. The Bone Dragon video will be out on Thursday. We've had the Tomb Prince. He's already out. And then I'm just going to be working on the rest of the box to do a whole, like, how to paint warriors, archers, chariots, and horsemen video. All at once in one girthy video. Get in there, Bosh. But thank you very much for being a member for 6 months, Big Bad Peter Gaming. You're an absolute legend. And Edward705, thank you again also for being a member for 6 months. We're at half a year, guys. It's the makings of a beautiful friendship right there is what that is. Right, I need to find my... There we go. Where are you? So earlier on, I was streaming with Liam on The Very Average Gamers. Do go subscribe if you aren't already. We were playing Call of Duty, and I was asking the chat what their first album they ever bought was. And as Liam has already alluded to, the first album I ever bought with my own money when I was 6-7 years old or whatever it was Come On Over by Shania Twain, because it's an absolute banger of an album. That was my first ever. Here we go, Bosh. Look, I even got a cutting map for you guys. Yes, I was in Very Average Gamers. I want to look at Waterloo first. The soundtrack to Space Jam. Ooh. Which one do you guys want to see first? Look, honestly, you guys can decide. A Gentleman's War or Waterloo. Bolt Action or Waterloo? Your choice, guys. Shania Twain is amazing. Yeah, that album is unbelievable. Waterloo or violence. Okay, the general consensus in the chat is Waterloo. Oh, okay. We'll just pop that there out of shot. Okay. I don't actually know. I think first single was Kylie and Jason. I'm so old. That's a banger of a tune, though. I'm already outvoted, but I was going to say Bolt Action. Yeah, unfortunately, Abelian. You are outvoted. We're going to get to it. We will do both. Please sing a bar of the ABBA song. Maybe in a bit. You have to see if anyone's going to jump in here and just be like, bro, here's 20 gifted. Sing me a song. And then I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll sing you a song. And then I'll choose the song. Because otherwise you guys will try and get me to sing something I don't know. And that will be embarrassing for everybody. My first album was something from Mike Oldfield. Tubular Bells 3, if I remember right. That's awesome. That is awesome. I think everybody always has an awesome first album. Regardless of whether or not it's cool to think it's awesome now. Like, because the chat earlier on Very Average Gamers, they were all coming out with some bangers. Are you still playing Baldur's Gate 3? Yes, I do still play Baldur's Gate 3. Not as much as I was, because I don't have very much time. But I am still enjoying Baldur's Gate 3. Here it comes. Oosh. There's a little book. Look at that little book. This book describes the Black Powder game and its various procedures and rules as played by the authors and their friends. The author's aim is to enable and encourage the reader to recreate the great battles of the 18th and 19th centuries with armies of model soldiers on the tabletop, as well as providing for the fundamentals of warfare such as the command of troops, movement on the battlefield, the effects of musketry and artillery, and the role of morale. The book includes numerous examples of further rules allowing the player to tailor games to their own preferences. In addition, 12 complete examples of Black Powder battles are included, embracing a range of conflicts throughout the period covered. This is a really pretty little book. This is very pretty. Oh, this is awesome. Form square! You always form square to receive cavalry. Everybody knows that. This is so cool. This is an extremely... Oh. This is an extremely pretty book. Game designed and written by Messrs. Rick Priestley and Jervis Johnson. There you go. Anything Bretonians need ideas for heraldry and go for Waterloo. Bombardment! First album was Demon Days by Gorillaz. Excellent. Excellent album. And it was Reza's first album as well. Chuck Berry's Greatest Hits. Pokemon 2BA Master. But I had the Baha Men's, Who Let the Dogs Out. It's a great song. First real album was Jethro Tull, Broadsword and the Beast. By the way, RHCP. First album for you was Use Your Illusion 1. The author of the rulebook doesn't mention his friends at the Perrys who have an 18 by 6 foot table to play on. I think this is a very pretty book. Very pretty indeed. Okay. Then we have presumably the The scenario booklet. Thank you very much for the 5, Big Bad Peter Gaming. To answer your question about Bretonians, yes, there is Bretonian stuff coming. Adam bought a box. He's going to build it, and then he's going to ship it to me, and I'm going to paint the contents of the box. But I ordered a battle standard bearer on Royal Pegasus for me, so I will hopefully get that through the door on Saturday, and I'll get right on building and painting that to happen this next couple of weeks. Basically at the same time as you guys, because they didn't send me the Bretonians. They sent me the Tomb Kings, but we will be doing some Bretonians. I'm thinking like classic red and blue, but I also might go off, you know, go my own way. I don't know yet. So this is just now, Maitland, now's your time. Wow, we all know that was actually Sharp. Go on, Sharp. They won't stand. There we go. It's all very pretty. It's all very pretty indeed. I'm here for this. I'm really here for this. Some quick reference sheets on a bit of card. Oh, okay, so I can make my own quick reference sheet. As well as casualties. You guys can't see that, but look. Casualties. Casualties. They didn't... It's not that they didn't send it to me, it's that they said, look, the... They said... you get a choice because there's a huge amount of demand for this. We'd like to send you all of it, but we probably won't be able to. And I said, okay, well, Tomb Kings is 1 and Bretonians is 2. And I hoped that they would send me both, but they ended up not doing so. Okay, so we firstly have some metal boys, some metal cannons. Wonderful. This was packed for me by Mirella, so thank you, Mirella, if you're watching. You're going to get the Deathwing Assault box. I'm working on it, Renee. I want to paint Belial. Okay, so we have it written on here. Napoleonic late French line infantry. Okay, that's cool. They're not tiny. I thought these were going to be tiny, but they're not tiny. They're a decent size, actually. Probably about the same size as a Crypt Ghoul, which is cool. So inside we've got... so there's some more French line. So 612 of the French line. What have we got here? Hanoverians. We have more Hanoverians. Yep, Hanoverian line. We have Hanoverian line. Hanoverian line. Hanoverian line. British line. Here we have our British line infantry. And British line. This is so sick. British line. British line. More British line. I'm guessing the rest of this is British line. Yeah, British line infantry all the way down. So what's that so far? That is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Blimey. Don't worry about it, Renee. There's stuff I can do. We've got redcoats and we've got the French in here. More British line. Lots of British line infantry. It probably tells me exactly what the contents are on the back. French. It's a lot of French. Well, you'd expect that. More French. More French. More French. And this should be the chasseurs. Yeah, chasseurs at cheval. I think that's how you pronounce that. Sorry to any French people in the chat if I'm butchering that. I probably am. And we get a number of these. French cavalry. French cavalry. And then we get our bases down here. I think those are bases. They must be, right? Those are interesting. Oh, and we get some dice. Do I stick 4 to a base then? Is that what happens? Did anyone see any instructions anywhere? Because I didn't see any instructions. I'm very confused. Big Bad Peter Gaming has gifted 5 of the finest Warhipster memberships. Thank you. Thank you very much, Big Bad Peter Gaming. That is exceptionally kind of you. Quick start guide. We get 2 metal commanders. We must stick multiple of them to one base, surely. Is that how that works? Has anyone done that before? Yeah, look, they're sort of, you can see it just there. It's 4 to a base. And we get 48 British, 24 Hanoverian infantry. So presumably 4, 8, 12, 16. Building these is not complicated, but you need to take into account. Depends on the system you play. My Russians are individually based. Units are 24 men strong. Yeah, okay. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And then I put 4 on a base. And then that's a... presumably, that's a unit. So if that's 24... what's that then? I'm very confused, chat. Oh no, that looks like infantry to me. That looks like cavalry to me. Alice is home and also became a member. Is it in the scenario doc? I don't think so. Our recommendations are on page 12 of the rulebook. Hello, Peleus 12. Page 12 in here is where they recommend things. Okay. Oh, I see it now. The beauty for black is in page 12 of the rulebook. I'm on page 12 and it doesn't tell you how to base. Page 19 of the rulebook, actually. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And then we have another big one for the cannon. So what is there? There's 12. Is there 12 horses? 2 separate units of 6 figures. So it'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yes, there's 12 of them, 2 per large square. So use some of the individual ones for those, so that we have one for the use one for the use one for the cannon, is what we're saying. And then these is where you put your 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, and there's 24, 24. There's 2, 4, 5 of that, lots of that. So okay, yeah, no, it's making sense. It's making sense, slowly but surely. Basically, base it however you want. But that's the most convenient way of doing it. Sharpie. Josh, I'm having some difficulties with the Keeling green. I find it too dense, heavy, pigmented. I use the same technique and having good results with other colours, but not this one. Any advice, please? Yeah, try pulling out 3 or 4 brush loads of it, and then popping 1 of Lamium medium in there. That will help you. Are you going to paint them 4 to a stand? I don't think I will. I think the thing to do is to probably to mount them on something else. Do the bases with like a basing mix, and then attach them with some super glue or something. I think that's probably the way to do it with these. So my instinct would be to save some of these ones to just pop a couple on there using some blue tack or something, and then paint them that way. That would be my instinct, because then I can spray these like with Steel Legion Drab or something, which makes sense to me. I need to get some green jackets, really. There is a lot of models in here. I'm absolutely here for it. Edward has gifted one of the finest Warhipster memberships like an absolute lad. Thank you very much, Edward. Let's pop them in there. Let's pop them in there. Use pennies for basing. I probably do have pennies somewhere. What, and then just like mount them with some blue tack or something. I'm very well, Simeon. How are you? So we've had 7 new members. I'm just saying, if we get like 13 more. You're saying get a hold of a bunch of squares? I mean, building this should like take absolutely 0 time at all, which is very, very cool. They're actually quite detailed, which I find surprising. Check that out. If you had any sense of honor. Adam has gifted 10 memberships. Like a boss. Like a boss! Putting us on 786. You're this close to getting me to pick up the guitar. Or getting me to put it away forever and never playing it. The choice is yours, guys. So yeah, this is an absolute ton of French infantry. I'm thinking I might actually use a lot more Vallejo Express for these, because it's got a lot more kind of those real world colours. If you guys are interested in how I'm thinking about painting these. That's 612, 1824, 30, 36, 44. Can I just not count? Six, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. Yeah, no, I can't do it then. Do you get flags? No, not in this one. But I think you can buy them. I want to get this set done. There's our Hanoverians, so there's 6 of them. 6, 12. No, there's 5. Those are in 5s. 5, 10, 15. 20. 25. You actually got one more than advertised. Which must be the same for the Brits, because they're in 5s as well. Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Well, that's fun, isn't it? Here we have our cannon in metal, and also our French and our British commander. They're in here, which is fun. I'm very into this. Where's my... Some videos on the French would be great. We can get that done. Oh, this is going to be one of those. It never goes back in the same way. I'm not even going to attempt it. That way madness lies. Very cool. Oh, I left the dice out. Of course I did. What miniatures are this? This is the Black Powder Waterloo set from Warlord Games that they very kindly sent me today. So I'll show you them on the back once again. Oh, of course, I've done it the wrong way around. Oh, that's going to annoy me. So there you have it. One Metal Royal Artillery, 6 powder cannon, 6-shot cannon. 6 powder cannon, I think is what that means. Well, fire a 6-pound ball. The site is flagdude.com. This is a really pretty box. Very pretty indeed. Okay. Let's have a look at A Gentleman's War. Surely this one's going to have some instructions because I've got tanks to build in here. I really like this little booklet thing. This is a really nice touch from Warlord Games. Okay, this book's not as pretty, but it's still quite pretty. A Gentleman's War. Uh-oh. If there's no instructions in here, I'm going to be upset. Figure it out yourself. No. You know me. I like an instruction manual. I'm not going to lie. Painting Bolt Action and Napoleonics gives me a load of anxiety because I know a lot of people are going to say I get the colour wrong. I mean, there's a list right there of things you could use, but I know people are going to tell me that I get the colour wrong, which is just going to be upsetting, but it is what it is. Oh, assembly guide. Well, Rez, if you get one of these boxes, one of the Waterloo boxes, and I've got one of the Waterloo boxes, we're getting close to being able to do a massive Waterloo game. See, this is the type of thing. So, like, every time I think about Bolt Action, I think what I would like to do is I'd like to just do lots and lots of tanks and do large tank battles. I don't know if the game supports that. Like just playing tank battles. You guys will know more than I will. And then we get another one of these with a ruler, with 2 rulers. Fun. Oh, Mirella's been busy. She's packed this one for me as well. There we go. The dice. We have some decals. Yep. Do we have a British Army as well? Or do the British Army just not put decals? Got the explosion markers. That's so cool. Okay, so kept to itself. Interesting. I like that. I like that as a methodology. Same with that one. That's the Humber. The armoured car. More fuzzy fire. Oh, mold lines. Ooh. There is the Germans. Oh, the mold lines. Ew. Far superior in every way. What have we got here? There's more Africa core. So is that the same sprue again? Yes. As is that one. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. Goes that way around. Yeah. Africa core, Africa core, Africa core, Africa core. Is it all just Africa core and you just build it with different heads? Is that what you do? I'm confused. I'm confused. I appear to have a lot of Africa core. I don't appear to have anything else either. Oh dear. That's very funny. Okay, so inside this box, what you are supposed to receive okay. You're supposed to receive 24 plastic Africa core and 24 plastic 8th Army Desert Rats. However, I appear to have received... Okay, so tell me if you think I'm being insane. Okay. Hang on, let me get this out of the way. Either I'm just not spotting it, which I might not be, to be fair. To be fair. So, 1 sprue, okay? 2 sprue. 3 sprue. 4 sprue. 5 sprue. 6 sprue. 7 sprue. 8 sprue. Oh dear. It's probably Josh. I don't think it's Josh. So, here's the thing. Say what you want about Games Workshop. I've only ever had it one occasion where I've had a slight mispack. And usually that mispack is more bases than what I should have. Or in the case of the Tomb Kings, I've got the wrong set of dice. So in the Tomb Kings army set, I got given this, the Horus Heresy Age of Darkness dice pack, which doesn't feel correct. But I once bought Boba Fett for Star Wars for Legion. And I was like, oh, I want to give that a go. And they sent me a Boba Fett that has 4 of the same right arm and none of the legs. And Warlord Games have sent me a set that has given me 8 sets of the Africa Corps. Poor Morella's going to get a turning off. No, don't tell off Morella. It's not their fault. Yeah, so this is what I was confused, because I thought, hold on, like, because those look like desert rats' heads. Do you see what I mean? But they're clearly not. Let me look at the... Oh yeah, no look, they got some rounded helmets on here. Eighth Army are wearing shorts. Yeah, there you go. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to send an email. That is a bit funny. Look, because I'm not annoyed because they've sent me this for free to preview, right? When I bought Boba Fett, I was really annoyed. Mostly because when I got in touch with... oh God, who makes it? I sent them an email saying, look, you sent me the wrong components. And they went, prove it. I sent a picture. And they went, that doesn't prove anything. I was like, what? So... oh well. I'll send them an email. Say, hey! They sent a German army with a captured British scout car. Exactly. They will be annoyed as this is a showcase. Yeah. I mean, these things happen, right? It is what it is. Sometimes it can't be helped. It's not a great advert, obviously. But I mean, at least I've got 8 sprues of the Africa core. And as Avelian says, I've got a captured British scout car, so that's cool, I guess. Oh dear. So, I mean, I have very little time as it is, but if you are hoping for Desert Rats tutorials, they might be a little delayed. Unfortunately. Hang on. Let's do that, and then do that, and do that, and then put this one back in. I know, I don't want Morella to get in trouble though. That's not fair. Like I said, accidents happen, you know. I'm going to make it very clear in my email that I'm not cross. Because I got sent it for free, so I have no right to be. Let's just pop that in there. Well, there you go. If they ask for a picture, you can send them a timestamp for the video. Yeah, exactly. This is when it was revealed to 55,920 people. LOL. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, dearie me. That's very funny. From what I saw, though, aside from the amount of what are they called, mold lines, they look pretty nice. Let me just deal with that a little bit. There we go. In all my excitement, I appear to have jogged the camera. Yeah, the Napoleonic stuff does look really cool. And it should be a lot of fun to do. Which is awesome. What did I miss? So we've opened the Waterloo set and the Desert Rats Gentleman's War box from Warlord Games. Unfortunately, the Gentleman's War section of today has been cut short because they've sent me eight sets of sprue for the Desert Rat for the Africa core, and there's no Desert Rats in there, so it's a mispacked box. Hey, maybe maybe I can do a giveaway. I'll get in touch with them and say, hey, can I have the British half of this? And if they say, sure, I'll be like, cool. Can I give away the other 4 sprues of Africa core to someone here in the chat? That's very funny. Well, there you go. There you go. I'm quite honestly like. I mean, the Napoleonic stuff looks really cool. The basing's a little bit eyebrow raising for me. Only just because it wasn't immediately obvious. But that's fine. Rommel got to the 8th army before you opened it. Oh, it's going to be lots and lots of... there's lots of potential for many jokes about that. I'm just going to look up, see if I can buy some riflemen. Black powder. British Highlanders and Riflemen. No, that doesn't look right. It's the epic battles. I don't want that. 95th Rifles, Chosen Men. There they are. Oh man, they're lovely models, those. With Richard Sharp. I'm into it. Old War next. Yeah, we're working on Old World. Old World. Let me show you. So here we are. Here is my tray. So I've done 20 of the skeletons. I've done the Necrolith Bone Dragon. That video will be out on Thursday. Tomorrow. So I need to paint these 20 skeleton warriors and these 8 horsemen. I've got 8 more horsemen, 16 more archers, and 3 chariots downstairs that have been primed. I need to bring them up. I just knocked over the same model 4 times. That was annoying. But yeah. That Tomb King's army is going to be so beautiful when you finish it. Oh, thank you, the Mini Creative. I've also ordered Cetra the Imperishable, and I've ordered a Necrosphinx, and I've ordered Tomb Guard to augment it. I need to get another set of Tomb Guard, some Ushabti, and some of the Snake Riders, whose names escape me right now. And then that plus the box is 3,000 points. So that's the plan. Your box of Bretonians apparently was posted today. That's very exciting, Rez. You're going to get them on time, I think. I'm not sure about my stuff. I haven't checked my emails. Let me check my emails. Nope. Just an email from YouTube. In fact, hang on. Let me just check this one. No. Oh. I shouldn't do this now. I was about to fill out. Is 3,000 points the normal point size? They recommend between 2,000 and 3,000. 3,000 is a good amount to aim for Old World. One, because it gives you lots of toys that you can play with. Two, because it'll look absolutely incredible on the tabletop. I mean, 1250 points. 2 sets of the Tomb Kings box would be 2,500 points. Near as damn it. Depending on magical items. And that would give you 186 miniatures. You got it from an independent store, not GW. Ah. Nice. Did you get it from Firestorm Games? Oh, guys, you've absolutely crushed the likes counter. Well done. Good stuff. Can we get to 100 likes? That's the main thing. Can we find 3 new members? Because if we can find 3 new members, guys, I'll pick up the guitar. And that's a threat. How's it looking for future of battle reports on the channel? I'm sure we would love to see you play. Yeah, I mean, that's 100%. That is something that's on the cards to do. This year, I would like to do some MESBG, but I'd like to do minimum, because you guys set me this target of New Year's resolution, target goals to do this year, to have at least one 40k battle report, one Age of Sigmar battle report, one MESBG battle report, and one Old World battle report. Now, in order to do that, I need to have my friends come and play the games with me. So it's really up to them based on how available they are, and also how quickly I can paint all the models. Josh, I'm feeling crap about my Blood Angels. I feel I have messed up my highlights and it's getting me down. Can you just look on Discord? Yeah, of course I can, Plopsicorn. Let me have a look now. Where am I looking? Which one? Show off your stuff? I feel I've messed up the highlights. I mean, Plops of Corn, I think they look fantastic. You've got a really nice, rich, vibrant red on there. I think they look great. Where do you feel like you've gone wrong with it? Because that to me is the red I would aim for Blood Angels. That's what I go for when I do Baal red shaded with Blood Angels red. I think they look great. Are you talking about like the edge highlights? Did you? Because I'm struggling to see the problem with them. Rez has gifted 5 memberships. All right, that means you're getting guitar, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let me update that tracker. Can we see? Yeah. Well, yes. Let me just let me make sure that's up to date. 791. There we go. Lovely. Love to see it. And then if I go into studio mode, overhead, if we add window capture, that one, Bosch. Yeah, that should be cool. So if I do this and open that up, do you mind showing it off on the stream, Plopsicorn, I should ask? Would you do a model review, Simeon asks. I could use some pointers if you had any tips. Understandable if that's a floodgate you don't want to open, though. Yeah, man, I can look at your model if you like. And Laura, are you going to the Warhammer World thing on Saturday? No, sadly, probably not. I don't think I can make it work with what I need to get done this week. Saturday's going to be an obnoxiously busy day for me. So unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to get there. And Tundra, you can find the Discord link if you go to the YouTube channel page. It should say you should see a thing that says "Thank you, members" or something like that, and then there should be a little button that says "See Perks." If you click on "See Perks" and scroll down, the link will be there. That'll be where you can get into it. As just to clarify for those of you who don't know, Discord is a benefit for uh, um, members and Patreon subscribers. It's a really cool Discord, so it's worth the 99p membership or whatever it is on here. How should I best send pics? I guess you're not in the Discord, are you, Simeon? Do you mind if I put these on stream, Plopsicorn? I mean, they're in the Discord for everybody to see, but it's your choice, buddy. I think they look really good. Yeah? Okay. So I'll do that. And then go out studio mode and go to the overhead. So there you go. So these are the blood angels. See, I think you've got a really nice rich red on there. From my perspective, what I do with edge highlighting is I do very kind of like very like extreme edge highlighting, right? So from that perspective, I was like, where are those? But as I'm looking at these, I think they look I think this looks fantastic, especially like round here on this knee, and like this leg overall just looks really lovely. I think it looks fantastic. I think you've got some really nice layering going on the helmet. The only thing I would maybe say is you see this little crease here over the ear. I think that might need just a little bit of recess shading maybe. But otherwise, man, I think it looks great. Honestly. I think you'll. Do you know what I think? I think because people are talking about the. I think that people are talking about the straps and stuff. I think you'll be much happier with it if you do like a Dawnstone highlight on the black, for example, because that is what will draw the eye. Honestly, though, I think they look great. It's really, really nice. Same again, maybe it just, you see around these rivets here. Just needs a little bit of shading. It's the panel highlights that I think looks weird. No, see, I don't think they look that weird. At least I can't tell any weirdness from where I'm sat. If you see what I mean. So, like, looking at the model, I'm like, it doesn't look... Nothing's standing out there as being weird to me. It looks like a blood angel. It tastes like a blood angel. Therefore, it must be a blood angel. The one above the left foot might be a little thick. Where are we talking? Are we talking here? on the back. Yeah. I think it looks cracking, mate, honestly. And, like, if you're not happy with it once you've got more of the details in, then that would be where I would then maybe think about going back and adding some corrections if you think it needs it. But at this stage, I think it looks cracking. Honestly. Simeon, thank you very much for becoming a member. That is very kind of you. Yeah, you posted some pics in the same channel. Okay, let me come back here so I can is this your termagant? Is this what I'm looking at? This guy. Is this what we're looking at, Simeon? Do tell me if I'm looking at the wrong model. I'm looking at it through the chat screen. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let me look at it. This one. You feel like you can't do claws, highlights, or eyes properly? I don't know what you're talking about, boy. I think these eyes look great. There's one here. This one looks good as well. The claws, you got that kind of bloody effect going on there, which I like. I like it. I like it a lot. It's nice. It is nice. It's a nice scheme as well. It's like, what is it? Is it Typhon? It looks Typhony. Not ham warmer. And we are looking at ham warmers at the moment. The claw highlights look more like blood than highlights. Is that not what you want? Because I think that works. I think that really works as a vibe. Claws are a little bit tricky on these guys because sometimes they're either really defined or they're really not. I find that Games Workshop will paint like the... Oh, excuse me. Oh. Games Workshop will often highlight the cutting edge of the claw and then the two corners of it, but then they'll put little ones down the middle as well. I honestly find that if you just do like the... Hang on, let me show you. So on this one here, so if you just do this edge and this edge here, and this edge here, right? It's one, it makes it a lot easier on you, and two, it looks absolutely fantastic. But mate, honestly, I think this looks great. I wouldn't focus too much on the claws. What I would focus on is, one, the feathering on the carapace looks fantastic. I think the softness of the skin is beautiful. The shading you've managed to get in here in this corner and like down in these kind of the openings in the skin. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. It's like I said, it's really soft. In a really pleasant way. It's like that sort of Leviathan thing. I think it looks great. Honestly. I've learned that I have an easier time if I paint the eye first and then do the skin of a face around the eye socket. That makes sense. The thing with eyes is that like they can be tricky. As long as you have your paint thinned a little bit, but not too much, you can always correct and overcorrect and correct and overcorrect. What I mean by that is, if you, for example, oh god, that yawn snuck up on me then. Sorry. If you uh, for example, so if you get the underlining of the line wrong. So what I generally tend to do with something like this is I will fill the area with the paint, right? So if I'm going for yellow, I'll fill it with Eandon yellow, for example. Let's just say that. And then I'll paint a line going from like kind of the nose here out like that. That's the angle from which to do it. And as long as you get comfortable with the angle, because where it can fall down, right, is if you're trying to do your brush angle in a way that doesn't help you. So if I'm a miniature, right, and you're right-handed, it's quite easy to do the line going from outside of the eye, from here towards the bridge of the nose, on this eye, on the left eye of the miniature, whereas on the right eye of the miniature, going from the left corner into the right, that becomes harder because you're brushing across the bridge of the nose. You see what I mean? So you're looking at it as I'm demonstrating on my face. You're going like this. You're going across the bridge of the nose. In fact, let me just bring on here. So what I'm demonstrating here is if I'm a miniature face, right, and I'm doing eyes, and I'm doing like or eye lenses, right? What you want to do is, if you're right-handed, for example, starting in the back corner here, so you're like this, right? The model's left eye is there. You're trying to do this, right? If you're trying to go like that from the nose outwards, which is the easier way to do it when you're right-handed, if the motion is going like that, and then on this one you're going like that, what you'll end up with is this kind of effect. Do you see what I mean? What you want is for it to be even like that way, right? Especially when you're doing something like gene stealers. So you'll want to so what you'll want to do is you want to come from the bridge of the nose out and out. Does that make sense? You'll find it a little bit easier when doing your gene stealers that way. It's different when you're doing like human eyes. You end up going because when I do human eyes, what I used to do is I used to paint the whole thing white and then do a blob of black in the middle. I found it easier to do the whole thing black and then put a blob of white in here. Well, I use Screaming Skull to put a blob of white in there and a blob of white in there as well. So I should flip the model upside down. Yeah, that can help. That can absolutely help. So when you're right-handed, you can do the model's left eye quite easily. So it's a brush stroke that's coming out like this. When it's this one, it's a little bit harder because you have to turn the model that way to go like that. What you can do is turn it upside down and do the same. Do a stroke towards you, which is slightly easier. Eyes are always fun. I painted a new Bloodmaster recently who is slightly boss-eyed, but comparing him to the first one I painted, it's a vast improvement. We've all got them. I've got a ton of models that are all slightly boss-eyed. Oh, right. Rez got us over the line. 23 members. I did promise. So here we go. We have a little bit of guitaring, which you can have. Can you hear it okay? Or is it too loud? How's that? Cheeky little warmy uppy. Put that on there. Okay, you want Over the Hills. Power chords, no paints. Love this dude. Got my first real six string. I'm sorry, too talented unsubbing. Okay. Rich wants Over the Hills and Far Away. I haven't done this in ages. I'm also actually completely in the wrong tuning for it, but there we go. We can just make it up as we go along, can't we? Some power metal while we paint this Stormcast. In the theme of Waterloo. Here's 14 shillings on the drum for those who volunteer to come. Enlist to fight the foe today, over the hills and far away. O'er the hills and o'er the main, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain. King George commands and we obey, over the hills and far away. When duty calls me I must go, to stand and face another foe. But parts of me will always stay, over the hills and far away. O'er the hills and o'er the main, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain. King George commands and we obey, over the hills and far away. There you go. I think there's more. Is there more? Yeah, there is. If I should fall to rise no more, as many comrades did before, and ask the fifes and drums to play, over the hills and far away. O'er the hills and o'er the main, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain. King George commands and we obey, over the hills and far away. The behind the drum, with colours blazing like the sun, along the road to come what may, over the hills and far away. Everybody! O'er the hills and o'er the main, through Flanders, Portugal and Spain, King George commands and we obey, over the hills and far away. There you go. I have no idea how rough that was, but I apologise if at any point it was awful. I've got a monitor in my headphones, but I can only hear it a little bit. So I'm like, ugh. Javi Mas, thank you very much for the €3. That's very, very kind. Bad Moon concert on the cards. If they want me, I'll come and do a one night only. I'm in the wrong tuning, because I'm in a tuning that I use to play... that song. This is the Mumford and Sons, basically. If anyone's a fan of it's a little bit Ben Howard, Old Pine. I really love that song. I'm in the wrong tuning for that, but you can play it in this one. And then also, like, I use this one to play, again, slightly wrong tuning, but I use it to play a song called Canada.io. That was awful, sorry. Something like that. Any Hosier? Oh, I do know some Hosier, actually. I need to change the tuning for that, though. That's not Hoser. That's Mumford and Sons. Oh, bang. Okay, what's the... I know I'll know it as soon as I see it. This one? Yeah, that was it. That one. They find us in a way. There you go, that's the one I know. Our concurrent viewership has dropped dramatically. Ever since I picked up the guitar. Ugh, rubbish, it's not a hobby. Yeah. That's one of my favoritist guitar solos ever is the little intro bit on "Wish You Were Here." Oh. I just love it. It's something about it. It's that whole. Just just those little runs, those little licks, just absolutely just one of the things that I just really fell in love with when playing guitar. When I was learning it. I was like, oh, I have to know this. This is just so pretty. You know, and this year, like as part of like making my brain happy, I've been playing a lot more. Because of course. Can you do every Scar song in seconds? Isn't that just like that type of thing? That was more a polka. That's close to Mama, we all go to hell. Mama, we all go to hell. I'm writing this letter and wishing you well. Mama, we all go to hell. There you go. Somebody requested Freebird at one point. There's a little bit of Freebird. As if I leave here tomorrow. Would you still remember me? This is so chill to paint to. I can just do like I can just play you like just whilst you guys play, I get build and paint. I can just play for hours. That's what one of mine I wrote a little while ago went something like. Wishing for that lazy Sunday morning. I left in the rain, saying I'll see you again, knowing full well that that morning was to be the end. 'Cause I fell for it once more, yes, I fell into the main. I forgot about that familiar sharp bone pain. So I fell for it once more, yes, I fell into the main. And I forgot about that familiar sharp bone pain. So I guess I'll be smart and I'll try not to start something new in case I end up pouring out my heart. So I guess I'll be smart and I try not to start something new in case I end up pouring out my heart. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's go, girls. Do you know, I've never learned it. Let's have a look. See if it's difficult. To sight read it. Oh, God. Let's go, girls. I'm going out tonight. I don't know the key. That's the problem. I'm going out tonight. I'm feeling alright. Gonna let it all hang out. Wanna make some noise. Really raise my voice. It's there. Still the one I love. To the only one I run to. Hotel California. God. You want the whole thing? See if I can remember the chords. On a dark desert highway, drew in my hair. One smell like a dust rising up through the air. That sounds right. I'm really bad at remembering lyrics as well. That's one of the reasons why I never made it. That's the only reason why I never made it, guys. I could never remember lyrics to other people's songs. Tried to get him to play Pippin's song to Denethor or Into the West. Oh, God. Home is behind, the world ahead. There are many paths to tread. It doesn't really have chords. It's just me singing it at you. As always, there's one smartass that shouts it out when it comes on. Freebird, yeah. I know that bit. I used to know the solo, but I'm not got the right. I have not got the right guitar out for that. It's quite hard to do when you don't have enough frets. Tomatoes everywhere. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Isn't it just Jolene, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, please don't take him just because you can. It's quite a low version of it. Evening all. Okay, this channel's changed. Yeah, it's because people gifted members because they wanted to see this, AJ. That's why this is happening. We did look at some model kits earlier. That is something that we did. But it did happen. I promise. Oh, sadly, I don't know any George Jones, Philip. I'm sorry. Brother, I tabbed up for a Teams call and come back to some badass guitaring. Hey, we're here. We're playing guitar. Tenacious D tribute, obviously. Next time I feel like singing, Josh, I'll show off my Dolly impression. It's not bad. I've heard your Dolly impression. It's excellent. My favourite Tenacious D song to play is... You all know it. Or, obviously... I am of the mucky muck, castles made of clouds. Surely, all of this guitaring is worth some gifted members. Country Roads. By John Denver. So I can't remember it, but I can, yeah. Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like the breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. There you go. All her memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eyes. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. Now I hear her voice in the morning as she calls me. West Bretonia. No, I don't know that one. Through the Fire and Flames. Yeah, I mean, the beginning of that's quite easy. It's just... There you go. That's all you get. There was a time. Looked at some new historicals, Josh. Got them. Yeah. So we were looking at some historicals. Had some painting questions. By all means, ask away any painting questions. Ask away. That's one, isn't it? Little Sarah. I will remember you? Will you remember me? Don't let your life pass you by, and weep not for the memories. If you drop links in here, it won't work. If it's also copyright protected. I mean, to be honest, I'm probably going to get copy struck for this anyway because I'm playing other people's songs. So, you know. But hopefully because I'm not playing the whole thing, it should be fine. I mean, usually the things I like to play are just stuff like, I like to play Bruce Springsteen. Just, you know, like... Screen door slams, Mary's dress waves. It should be fine. I hope it's fine. I just know people who have been copyright struck for doing it. Well, not struck, but just been like, stop it. But I think we're okay. Are you going to do models outside of GW's ranges? Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to hopefully do some Bolt Action, Shatterpoint. That's going to happen this year. Decided it's definitely going to happen this year, and also Black Powder for the Waterloo stuff. All my YouTube adverts are now suddenly for guitar lessons. Yep, they will be. This is my attempt to try and get sponsored by Takamine or Fender. That's a fun one. My dad and I both, you know, we both really love Bruce's stuff, but like Bruce Springsteen's stuff is always just so annoyingly simple. So it's just things like... Painting question: have you done a contrast plus grim dark style? I've been curious about using your methodology to get that vibe. No, I've not done like super like muddy bleh type thing. What I have done though is, if you look at my House Korvax Chaos Knights video, there's loads of weathering techniques in that one that can be used for like creating that grimdark style. So like there's rusting, there's chipping, there's you know, kind of battle damage, all that kind of thing. That's as closest as I've got to like kind of a really grimdarky type thing. Weirdly, I'm not surprised you can play the guitar. I don't know why. I mean, look at me, come on. I'm a bearded hipster boy. Pull that bothersome thread. Got down on my knees, grabbed my pen and bowed my head. try to summon all that my heart it finds true, and send it in my letter to you. That's normally sung a lot higher. It's just usually I have to shout for that, so I have to sit back. Things I find out through hard times and good. I wrote them out in ink and in blood, dug deep in my soul, signed my name true, said it in my letter to you. Yeah, that's off of the most recent album from Bruce. And it's like, why is it so simple? Because, you know, I mean, there's the other one on that record. It's on Letter to You. If you haven't listened to it, check it out. It's the 'cause there's a light on yonder mountain, and it's calling me to shine. 'Cause there's a girl over by the water fountain, she's asking to be mine. I hate him so much. I just say how awesome it is to end a day of work with hobby chat and live music. Damn man, made my day. Aw, thank you, Werewolf 40k. That's very kind of you. Thank you for the 5. Gonna have access to an electric drum kit when we move to the new house. Might give that a go. That'll be sick. Typhus, Corrosion, and Rise of Rust have always been my friends with weathering. Oh yeah, they are excellent. They're very good for it. Losing my religion. I do have a mandolin downstairs. Anyone have a recipe for the blue pan Oceania from Infinity Users? Oh, I don't know actually. Let me have a look at it. Blue pan Oceania. Infinity wash. That's a very interesting blue. It's kind of like a thinned down Achillean green. It's more like Thousand Suns. Thousand Suns blue, that kind of thing. It's nice. I'd probably go for something like Achillean green, thin it down 1:1, contrast medium, Achillean green. That'd be where I'd start, and then I'd probably highlight it with like Baharoth and Temple Guard blue. I should really sing it. Probably use Achillean green, thin it down with some contrast medium. Oh yeah. If you've got yourself some contrast questions, I'm here to answer those for you. I'd probably use a mixture of 1:1, green and a medium. Have I just figured out? What's my paint again? What's my paint again? I don't know any Sheryl Crow, unfortunately, Laura. Sorry. What would you think of me now? How about some Clapton? I did used to know that. If anyone's in the Cheltenham area and wants to jam at any point, do let me know, because that would be fun. Next time they release a musically themed mini like the Noise Marine or Goth Rocker, you should do the voiceover to the Contrast Plus video as a song. I really should. Just like... Hello everyone, it's the Warhipster here, coming at you with another Contrast video. Although that's close to, do you have the time to listen to me whine? And nothing and everything all at once. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. And so on, so on and so forth. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know the Jam? I do, but I don't know any of their songs, unfortunately. Sorry, Ed. Oh, itchy eye. Like an updated version of the Bob Ross painting session, the musical. Yeah, just... I just love G. Most of my songs that I write are in the key of G. You just all use the G chord, just regardless of where I put it on the fret as well. Just like that. Just love it. Anyone know that one? I think that one's actually up here. There's a note underneath your front door that I wrote 20 years ago. Just some black ink on some blue lines and a dream underneath your door. That's exactly it, Civil Wars, Laura. Excellent. Thank you. I absolutely adore that album. Please describe your shirt using Citadel paint names only. Do you want my this one? My hoodie is in a lovely Dark Angels green with a very fetching Imperial Fist yellow for the piping. My t-shirt is black with various things like Assaman blue, Celestian blue, a little bit of white in there, and then there's a little bit of Baharoth blue there as well. Have you yet listened to any Pan Paloma? No, I haven't, but I probably should. Paris Paloma, there we go. Sorry, it was covered up by the button. Hello, Star Pilot 94. I am indeed a member of the Very Average Gamers. Your wife has recorded Civil Wars. Really? That's sick. I loved that. I love that album. That album is just unbelievable. Because I always really like the what was it? No, it's up in the standard. That one. 'Cause I'm a dead man walking here. That's the least of all my fears. Ooh. Underneath the water. Ah. Lovely, lovely. Thank you very much for the 23 new members that got us to that point of doing more guitaring. I hope you didn't hate that too much. I really enjoyed myself doing that. That has made me very happy. That sorted my brain out doing that. I feel equalised. Forever Autumn. My life would be forever autumn, 'cause you're not here, 'cause you're not here, 'cause you're not here. Thank you for reflecting the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins. Yes. I never learnt it because I never wished to inflict it upon anyone. Is that guitaring worth eight gifted, 8 members to take us over 800? Is it worth it? Because if not, I'll never do it again. I'd like to play my electric a little bit as well for you guys. But for that, I need to change the audio setup here quite significantly. Just to make it work so it's not all hissy and horrible. I have a lovely little Black Star amp that I need to play through more. And Alice for Christmas got me this little headphone Black Star amp that you plug into the guitar, which is awesome, and it really good. It generates such incredible tones for you to privately practice in your headphones, and it's just an unbelievable bit of kit. What I would love to do is, oh, Adam, I am a peanut, and thank you very much. And Captain Mannerings, thank you very much for the one as well. You guys, honestly, you've taken us. There we go. That puts us back over. No, not 0. 803. There we go. Just what I needed. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad, Plopsicorn. I'm glad. Glad I could help. I've like I said, I've really enjoyed myself tonight. Thank you for listening. I'm not necessarily done, you know, hang out for a little bit longer. Probably for another 10-15 minutes or something. If someone wants to take us over 900, then I'll do the whole of War of the Worlds. No, I won't. Okay, don't do that, because I don't know it. I would be sitting here pretty much figuring it out for the next 14 hours. Do 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 do. Turned up to see you strumming. Thank you, Liam. Welcome. On YouTube of all places. Yep. I realised none of my guitar playing had ever made it to YouTube, so I wanted to do a little bit of it tonight. I've done some on Instagram. You can see some of it there. And just doing things like, you know, there's one of me doing Rocket Man, for example. So you can find it on Instagram if you want to hear more from me doing that. I just love playing it, man. And does Liam need the sharp cover? We want another rendition of Over the Hills and Far Away. 2 in one stream. My goodness. That would be a treat, wouldn't it? I have now retuned it, so now I'd have to do it in a different tuning again. So it might be awful. They did used to open the show and close the show with it. That's true. That is a thing that used to happen on television. It's the 17th and you're already at 25 models. I don't know anyone who is as productive. That's me, Vicious Goose. That's me. I've got 16 more I've nearly finished as well. Those are Tomb Kings. Tomb Kings boys. I just need to do the metallics on them, really. Well, gold, silver, shade them, and then dry brush them. And do some metallic highlights, which is just something I haven't gotten around to doing it. Tonight I'm building miniatures, however, which will be fun for Josh. Liam Dempsey, you missed the musical answers to questions. Yeah. I think at some point I will have to write What's My Paint again. Write that out. Perform that. And later on the night I called your mom from a payphone. I said I was the cops and your husband's in jail. The state looks down on sodomy. And that's about the time she walked away from me. Any general look for them Dusty Boys? Yeah, I can show you some. So I'm going to be doing a video about these. It's going to be a little delayed because there's other stuff I have to do. But there we go. So I just went for a really simple Achillean green. There's 3 different types of bone on there. It's not great. Maybe if I do that. There you go. I'm really pleased with how these have come out. Oh, there we go. Only lost 2. I've got a video kind of. I don't know whether to just put out the video of the basing trays. We basically not skeleton horde. Skeleton horde is in there. There's 3 different recipes, right? So one is Null Oil, one is a 1-to-1 with Larmian and Agrax, and the other is a 2-to-1 of Larmian and skeleton hordes. And then that way you just get 3 different, because it modernizes them a little bit. You get 3 different skeleton bone colors, and you're off to the races. I was proud until I broke them all. Exactly. I was really pleased with these, and then I smashed them into the desk. That's how we do. That's how we do round here. Oh no, I've broken it. Check my emails one more time. Boop 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 boop. Oh no, it's fine. I've provided enough music tonight. Don't need to have Epidemic Sound playing away in the background. This is a very musical stream. No, like I said, it's been very nice. I think Laura said it was nice to see me appearing to be less stressed. I am less stressed. I think that last video I put out about the old world miniatures, I think the response back from people really helped. But also, I think that was very cathartic for me to say, "Hey, this is who I am. This is who I'm going to be going forward." And also just like those Monday streams now where we do Me Time Mondays, they've been really, really good for it's just like 2.5, 3 hours of just doing the thing that I want to do, which is honestly just like it does a lot. It gives a lot of headroom to my brain to be able to feel the way my brain wants to feel. And I've really appreciated the response and the reception to those Monday streams, because they're at a slightly weird time. They're in the afternoon, but we get really good audience, and you guys seem to like it. And like I said, I've just really enjoyed building those Vindictors. I don't normally enjoy building stuff, but I did really enjoy building them. I'm looking forward to next Monday, just to do whatever it is I feel like I'm going to do. I generally decide about an hour before what we're going to do on those Mondays. Maybe this Monday we'll do some Tomb Kings, maybe, if it's something that I feel like doing. If not, I'll build something else, see how it's going. I came very close to doing a Astra Militarum thing. I need to finish 5 Guardsmen. They're done in the Fire Hawks. Is that what they're called? Firebrands. The Firebrand scheme. Jacob Schutz, thank you very much for becoming a member. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you. You put us on 804. And Nick Ziller. I'm in a music league with some friends from work, and I have to submit one song from before 1970 tomorrow. Having a really hard time choosing just one. What would you pick? That's a really good question. Thank you very much for the 10, Nick. Songs from before 1970. What would I pick pre-1970? Did it come out pre-1970? Yes, 1967. Little Wing is what I would pick. Little Wing. I love that song. I learnt the intro on the guitar. I couldn't get past the rest of it because it's just all. That's what I would pick. Jimi Hendrix's Little Wing. You know, the old... okay, we'll do this. I'm not sure if I'm going to remember absolutely butcher it now. So, you know... Well, she's walking through the clouds with a circus round that's running round. That one. I just love it. just that intro. I always really loved it. I did also really like Castles Made of Sand, but I don't think that's Waterloo Sunset's good. You go even further back and go for like some Miles or something. Or Duke Ellington. Get some proper old school jazz. That's definitely all pre-1970. We certainly are, Forge Father Vulcan. Black Powder for Waterloo. I'm pretty certain it was 67, yeah, Star Pilot. Just the neighbours. And so castles made of sand fall endlessly into the sea. The problem with all of Jimi Hendrix's stuff is it's a left-handed player writing on a right-handed guitar, so it's all very difficult to get to sound just right. There's a possibility there, Vulcan. I did. So in my A level, we studied Waterloo Sunset. I used to know that song inside and out, back to front, upside down, turn it around. And now I've blanked it from my memory. Because we did a couple of things. We did Waterloo Sunset. We did a couple of Beatles numbers as well. And then we had to compare. What was it? It was 2 albums we had to. No, we had to study 1 album, and my music teacher chose the complete works of Madonna that we had to do, which was fascinating. Because all the Motown stuff moving through to the proper pop and electro stuff, which is great to examine her back catalogue. But we could have done The Who, which we were all like, why are we not? why, why are we not studying who's next? Why are we? Um, this is just infuriating. Are you self-taught? Mostly. I did have 2 years of sort of lessons when I was doing my A levels. I had a guitar teacher um, who it was basically to do my grades, right? Because I was told I couldn't do, because I used to play trumpet. And one of the kind of mandatory things you had to have was a grade 6, or at least be studying towards a grade on a musical instrument to do A levels. So I did A level music and music technology. In order to do the A level music, I had to have a grade 6 in a instrument, and I was supposed to do trumpet, but I didn't want to do it. I did do guitar instead, so I did grade 6 guitar, and then I did grade 8 on the guitar as well. And my grade 8 on my guitar was enough UCAS points for me to go to uni. Because I got a distinction. My course did not have a high standard, so it was 120. I need 120 UCAS points. So basically, I didn't have to pass any of my A levels to go. It was really bad. These days, it's actually a very good course. So they're like, yeah, it takes 280 to 300 to get onto the course. And I was like, I would never have got on. I hate the scales you had to do for grades. Oh, tell me about it. Like, there's so much of it that I learned specifically for the exams. So, like, doing modes. I hated it. I hated doing modes. I can do one now, the Ionian or Dorian, one of the two. Just do. But like, what my teacher didn't warn me was you had to know the modes, and you also had to know the next in the sequence. You have Dorian, Ionian, Mixolydian, all that kind of thing. You have to know them in sequence. So this is the thing for grade 8. You had to know the modes. You had to know them in sequence, and also you had to know what key to play them in, because if they said, "Can you give?" So that when I got into the exam, he said, "Can you give me the Dorian mode in C?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I did it, and he went, "Where's the rest of it?" And I went, "What do you mean, where's the rest of it?" He went, "You need to go through to Phrygian or whatever." And I was like, "No, I didn't know this." He's like, "It's okay. Go again and try it." And I was like, "Okay." So I blundered through that bit. He was just like, afterwards, the examiner was like, "You just about managed to make it through that." But the rest of it, like, I just learnt the songs. Like, I played the songs quite well, and I knew the theory of the things he was asking. Hey, James, don't worry. James is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Um, so yeah, that was grade 8 guitar, man. Those were the days. Those were the days. If anybody, so one of the things that was slightly different about doing grade 8 guitar was you could do rock school, which is what I did. So I did the more classic thing. So my things I had to learn were like that kind of thing. So that sort of thing. Which is, it's quite fun. It's basically a Led Zeppelin number, that one. That sort of thing. Whereas if I'd done the classical route, I would have had to have learned that sort of thing, which I didn't want to do. But I wanted to before I did my exam. Well, these days I think you can do your own submission of thing that you want to do. So you can pick a song that is of a similar difficulty and play that instead of one from the books. You couldn't do that when I was, because I just had to just do this awful oh god, it was and I've adopted it since for some music that I've written. I tried to get the Conclave to use because I just love that. We did use it on Voices. That's true. We did. I mean, it's close to sort of that sort of thing. But just bit of Slash's Snake Pit. Yeah, like I said, so rather than doing like pentatonic scales at like grade 6, which was just go, which is fine. You had to be able to do the that kind of thing, and you had to. So they would be like, "Can you give it to me in B flat?" It's like, okay. And it had to be done to that tempo, 120. So it couldn't be like I just did. You couldn't do it. So it had to be to the. That type of thing. Like, it was, didn't like that. I didn't like that, not at all. Because all I wanted to do was just play. Remembered Subterranean Homesick Blues? Yes, that is a great song. It's the edge of the world and all the Western civilization. Oh no, I haven't even done that today. There you go. Weirdly, Snow. It's Snow. Hey, oh man, that is a tune. I love that song. It's so hard to play. It's there. Something like that, isn't it? Yeah, it does. I always wanted to be able to do that one properly, because you're not supposed to play it with a kappa. You're supposed to play it like that. Like that, which is just very, very hard to do. Surely tribute is what we all need. Okay, I'll give you some tribute. This is the greatest and best song in the world. Tribute. Long time ago, me and my lovely live chat here, we was hitchhiking down a long and lonesome road. All of a sudden, there shined a shiny demon in the middle of the road, and he said, "Play the best song in the world, or I'll eat your souls." I lost it. Well, me and Kyle, we looked at each other and we said, okay. And we played the first thing that came to our heads. Just so happened to be the best song in the world. It was the best song in the world. And look into my eyes and it's easy to see. 1 and 1 make 2, 2 and 1 make 3. It was destiny. There you go. Bellacore with a steel chair. There shined a shiny demon in the middle of the road. And he said, "Pledge yourself to Slanesh or you're dead." So, you know, this is a pretty quick story, to be honest. And he said, "Skulls for the Skull Throne." And then I was dead. And really, that's the conclusion of the story. I love you, baby, but all I can think about is kielbasa sausage. Your butt cheeks is warm. That's my favourite one to play. It's just great. I also really like the way it starts because I really love this chord. Better, closer, warmer. That's it. Okay. There's also this one. And that's it. Dude, I did. I told you to do the bandy every once in a while. Oh, yeah, you did. Now get it on. That's the only chord you're getting of the other one. Just keep playing that note. Every once in a while, bend it. Just remember who wrote that song. Me, baby. Me. But it's just one note. Inward singing, yeah. I used to be able to do it. I don't know if I can. And then I'll start some lyrics and you can't believe I'm singing it. I'm never fucking stopping and I'm always fucking singing now. Now you know that I will never stop to fucking sing. I'm like a fucking one-man band. I'm like a fucking one-man band. And I can sing like that all night. I should probably prime some of my Sylvanians. Also, random question, any advice for painting Drakenhof Templars? That's a great question. Let me look them up. Drakenhof Templars. Let's have a look. Dude, I told you to do the bendy every once in a while. Copyright incoming. Yeah, exactly. It's red and blue, isn't it? So there aren't any really good photos of it, really, unfortunately. You probably want to go for quite a midnight blue, so something like Celestian blue or Leviathan blue. But if you're not comfortable with those, you can use them as a overshade over the top of something else. Celestian blue is pretty good. If you check out my Black Talons video, there's a really nice blue on the cloak and on the Paterges and stuff. That's a really good one for that. And then for the red, you just want to kind of go for a nice kind of blood red, basically. Something like Blood Angels Red, Baal Red shaded with Blood Angels Red. Or if you want to go a little bit darker, you could use some Flesh Terriers Red. Is probably what I would do. Do you remember the one I was playing earlier the other day on my? I was trying to remember it. Was that from the film from Pick of Destiny? Dude, I totally miss you. I really miss you. Where have you gone all the time? All the time. Dude, I totally miss you. The things we did together. Where have you gone? Totally miss the honesty, the special times, but honestly, totally miss that something you do. That one. I was trying it for ages with I couldn't remember that they used that chord. And I remembered it, obviously. It's like gotta love a minor seventh or seventh. That's what that is. I like that one. Recently I've been hopelessly reaching out for this girl who's out of this world, believe me. So many nights now, I find myself thinking about her now. 'Cause obviously I know this is not Warhammer, but need some advice. Can't decide whether to use Iron Warriors or Iron Hand Steel for my Stormcast armor. Any thoughts on which is a better choice? That's Warhammer. You can ask any questions you like. How bright do you want them to be, basically? Iron Warriors is really good for sort of slightly heavier set. It's also really good base for the lighter metals. If you want to go quite bright, you could almost use both, and you could go for Iron Warriors, shade it with Nuln Oil, and then relayer it with Iron Hand Steel to get a brighter colour. If you want to go for more of a Uruk-hai style armour, you can use Iron Warriors and then just highlight it with something like Iron Hand Steel. No stairway. No, never. Never any stairway. Although I do know how to play it, because of course everybody knows how to play it. Using Croxscore scales as a shoulder and shield colour, wanting an armour that will work best. Yeah, so I think if you bring it up to Iron Hand Steel, if that's your final layer, that would look really nice. That would match perfectly with Croxagore. If it's too dark, it'll look a little bit strange, and you won't really understand why. It'll just look a little bit sort of like they don't fit in the same colour palette. Whereas, if you bring it up to Iron Hands, you're almost there at Hallowed Knights with Croxagore. My first AOS model just arrived. Happy dance. Oh, I love to hear it. That makes me very happy, Werewolf 40k. Welcome to the better game. Or at least the more exciting game. Immigrant Song. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyway, guys, it is 20 past 11. We've gone quite late. So I can only apologise for those of you who've been wanting to go to bed. Thank you. Thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for putting up with my guitar playing. I'm sure people will be very cross in the comments after. But to those of you who enjoyed tonight, thank you. Thank you for letting me share this part of my life with you manually. I will do my best to write some music for all of you. And I'm just glad you enjoyed it. Like I said, I really enjoyed being able to share this with you. Music is quite a personal thing, but also, you know, I haven't, like, the last time I performed live, and this is easy, right, because you guys are over there, and if I make a mistake, everyone at home can just be like, ugh, but I don't ever have to see it. Last time I performed live would have been when I lived in London in 2006. So it's been a long time since I've performed anywhere for other people to hear. And whilst I didn't do many full songs, if any, I really enjoyed it. And it's a part of me that I don't nurture as much as I should. And as I've said, I've committed to being kinder to myself and better to myself this year. And so being in touch with my musical side, I think, is really important for that. So having enough space to do this and having the opportunity and to not be booed off screen was very, very kind of you, even if you didn't like it. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Thank you for letting me share that with you. And thank you for sharing it with me and not hating it. So, yeah, I would like to, maybe this year I will do maybe I'll do a proper live streamed gig of some kind. That would be fun. That would be fun, I think, maybe. Maybe. You think Pat from the painting phase also plays? Well, there we go. We can just combine. I'm glad you loved it, James. If you wind back, there's a lot of guitaring. So you can listen to it all to your heart's content. This will forever be on YouTube now. Oh God. Mental wealth, not mental health. That is a great saying there, James. We're getting the band back together. Yeah, man. We should play. We should play together. Maybe that's what we'll do to celebrate the end of Tales. We'll get together. We'll look at everybody's miniatures, and then we'll do an open mic night. or something like that. I don't know. That could be fun. Maybe. Maybe something like that. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I thought I would be more embarrassed to do this, but I've felt pretty good about the whole thing. So, yeah, yeah. Does anyone have any final questions to ask before we end the stream? Also, Fender, if you're watching, I'd love to be sponsored. Or Takamine, or Taylor Guitars, or Blackstar, or Gibson. I really want an ESP. There's so many guitars I'd love to buy. So many. Unfortunately, they're not business expenses. And they're very expensive. And they take up a lot of room. And at the beginning of this year, I was thinking about buying a guitar to encourage myself to play more. And I was like, nah, I can't. I couldn't justify it at the time because I hadn't played enough in the last. I didn't play enough in 2023 to justify buying a new guitar. I just didn't. And so this year I would like to earn that for myself. And I know it sounds insane, but like, you know, just spend your money on what you want, Josh. But like, I would like to, in my head, think I played enough, I engaged enough to justify buying one of my guitar dreams, for example. Army Painter Fanatic thoughts. I haven't had I haven't got my hands on any of them yet. But if they do get them, if I do get some, I would like to get my hands on them so I can give my thoughts, James. Because you know, I feel like I should. Because you're not the first to mention it. I don't think. I think people are really excited for it. So I'm pretty excited to see what they're all about. It could be cool. It could be great. And I like testing paint ranges with you guys because it's fun, even if people get really mad when I don't like it. They are if you play them for the channel. Sort of. I think if I got audited and they said, could you please explain this £1,200 expense on a Fender guitar? And I would be like, I did a stream once. I think they would be like, are you sure? You can build in 52 sessions just by adding a bit of playing to Wednesday streams. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if that's what people want to see. If they don't, then they don't. Well, not 52, because we've got at least 6 more episodes of Tales left to go. Is it 6? Yeah, 6. We're halfway, aren't we? I've lost count. Deadline 7. Yeah, we've got 6 more. And I can't be playing guitar whilst we're examining your miniatures. That's not fair on all of you. Speaking of which, 14 days, 2 weeks. So we just need to donate more during music streams. Yeah. Maybe because Cameron, I think, if you're still here, you asked if I should have a goal. Maybe I should just put Fender Strat as the goal to fundraise for. Maybe I'll do it during the Monday streams where it's me time. I'll try and learn some songs. Oh no, that would actually be a hideous thing for you to watch. That would be awful content. Watch me learn this song. Don't worry, James. You will be able to. Season 3 will be much quicker out of the blocks, I should say, than season 2 was. Season 2 took a while to happen. Just because of time, basically, and I got really overwhelmed by everything. But hashtag guitar fund. Learn the bolt thrower catalogue. Oh God, do that live. Watch me butcher bolt thrower. Hang on. So let me show you what. Let me show you what I want. So I'll show you the guitars that I've always wanted. And then I simply must go. It's an electric guitar. Where is it? It's just. Oh no, it's that one. No, you're not helping me. Website, damn you. Ah, there we go. So, I would really, really like. I've always really liked these. I've played a couple of them. It's a. Oh God, where has it gone? No, it'll be on. It'll be on here. I do want a Gibson Les Paul, but one I just really, just absolutely adore is this finish. Oh, there it is. Basically, it's this. It's not necessarily this model, but this one. I love the Olympic white Stratocasters. Absolutely adore them. I just think they look gorgeous. I've always really wanted one of these. Not necessarily the Ed O'Brien one, but yeah, no, I love this guitar, this finish of guitar. I love a Fender Strat. It's got that very classic sound. And then the other ones that I really like and I've always wanted. Where am I going for? Just give me brands. I just want to see if you do a streaming concert of all the songs from the Tenacious D TV show in order, I'll buy you the guitar. The whole thing from Kilbasa all the way to City Hall. Right, PRS. Yes. So again, I really love. So I have a Zach Myers PRS, but these are hideously expensive. So I have basically an SE version of, not this color, but I basically have an SE version of that, which I really like. But you know, it is what it is. And then finally, one thing I've always really, really wanted is, and this will be the last one, I swear. Just come in here. ESP. Every episode. Oh God, that's a lot of music. That would be a very long live stream as well. This one, ESP LTD EC1000 EMG Vintage Black. Oh, look at it. Look at that gorgeousness. Look at it. That is a metal beast right there. And that's, you know, just from the love of Metallica. Just, oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, I love it so much. It's got the two. The reason I want it is because it's got the two EMGs in it. An 81 and a 60. Oh, that is a chugger. You know, that is how we get. That is how you get me doing the entire of Master of Puppets live. It's gorgeous, isn't it, James? Honestly, it's just an unbelievable bit of kit. Yeah. Man, walk away. I'd have to seriously retrain my arm, because the thing with playing Master of Puppets is you have to play it all on the downstroke. So that dun 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 and that absolutely destroys your elbow if you're not in practice, especially for the so it all has to be done playing downstrokes rather than kind of alternate picking for it to get that real crispy Master of Puppets sound. I used to be able to do it when I was younger, but I haven't practiced as much anymore, so my strength isn't there in my arm. So I'd have to lift some weights basically. Build that back up. Anyway, it is 25 to midnight. Not 2 minutes to midnight, but it's 25 to 12. So it's time for me to conclude things there. So thank you so much. 100k subs equals live show. Yeah, okay, maybe we could threaten people with that. I've always been partial to the thin line Telecaster, the semi-hollow body one. Oh, it is beautiful. They're just all, guitars are all beautiful. Anyway, I've got to go. I could talk guitars and music with you all night, but then I'll just make myself sad because I can't afford them all. Guitar playing is like painting minis when teaching. Most folks don't describe the strokes, just the notes. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. I only figured that out from Master of Puppets, is just watching them live, and I was like, he's doing it all on the down. That's how it's so aggressive. So whenever you see someone go bum bum bum, bum, it always just feels like, ugh. It's got to be dum 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 dum. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you to, one moment. Thank you to the Mini Creative, David, Julian, Edward 705, Big Bad Peter Gaming, Edward 705 again, ADR Wargaming, Plops of Corn, Reza Prime, Simeon Owen, Javi Mass, Werewolf 40k, ADR Wargaming, Captain Mannerings, Jacob Schutz, and Nick Ziller for your gifteds and for the super chats. It's very kind of you. Thank you. And again, thank you for sharing this with me tonight. It was lovely. I will be back tomorrow with a painting video for how to paint Contrast Plus, how to paint Tomb Kings of Khemri, High Priest on Necrolith Bone Dragon. It's the longest title in the universe, but it is what it is. So that video will be out on tomorrow, and then there'll be another video on Saturday. But I haven't decided what that is yet, because I need to film it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all very soon in the next one. Have a great rest of your week, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for a painting video. Bye for now. Here is the wave that says goodbye. I bid thee farewell. Sleep well, and I love you all. Thank you for tonight, honestly. Just wonderful. I love you. Thank you. Bye.